kick this thing off, shall we? So, I'll start with you, Coco.
Okay.
How has life changed for you since the airing of this Disney original movie, Let It Shine, over the weekend?
I think a lot is different. All my friends are like, it's so weird to watch you on TV. And I remember going to the Hunger Games. We went to the Hunger Games movie at midnight. We had the shirts and everything. And it's crazy because I have a movie just like them. It's really unreal sometimes. You just have to really catch yourself and breathe and can't really think that this is real, but it's life-changing.
It just happened on Saturday. What about for you, Tyler?
Oh, how has life changed?
Yeah, it's since the movie.
Life has changed significantly. I went out and bought a Falcon. Yes. All my whole world has been turned upside down.
And does the Falcon have a name?
Yes, my Falcon does have a name. I call him Falcon.
Okay.
I just thought I might as well keep it just there.
There
But no, it's just been great, seeing the reactions of people and, they finally hearing back about what they had to say. We've been promoting the movie for a very long time, so it's good to finally see, what people think of it.
And what about you, Trevor?
It's been amazing. I don't think really life has changed except my Twitter followers. I think that went up a little bit. But no, everything's pretty much the same. I'm just glad I have, people around me, that have been there for a while. And it's just great to see all these kids, who have watched the movie and, say how much they love it or how it changed their life or, it made them happy. So I'm just loving what we're doing and we're doing what we love. So.
And I think you have more supporters than you realize, because I don't know if you guys understand that Disney original movie Let It Shine reached over 5.7 million people in its debut weekend, and so it is now the #1 Disney movie. So congratulations!
Thank you.
Did you guys expect numbers like that?
I didn't know what to. I didn't know what to.
We knew that we kind of expected that it would be fairly good, but I don't think any of us expected to do as well as it did. It's always really interesting. You believe in the project, but you don't know if anybody else will.
True.
So it's great to see that translated.
Okay, I'll work my other way. So Trevor, let's start from the beginning. Do you recall what your audition was like for this movie?
My audition was, I came in. And I saw this guy. I was a little starstruck at first. Everybody knows everybody hates Chris. It's such a great show. And I was like, oh my gosh, if I get this, I'd be in a movie with this guy. Hold on. So I went in there. I was a little nervous. And then I met Coco. And when we were in the room, because the first audition I had was us all together.
Okay.
So when we were in the room and we did the scene, I felt like that's what it was going to be. We felt so close and everything just went in the right places. And they just felt like the perfect cast, and I'm glad the casting directors thought the same, and that's why the movie, I think, turned out the way it did.
So the chemistry was there just from the beginning. What about for yourself, Tyler? How was your audition process?
It was really interesting. The day of the audition was the day I realized that I'm short. That was the day, because I was standing next to Trevor and Coco. It was like, clearly I missed puberty or haven't been eating or something happened. But after I got past the shock of how short I was, and then went through depression and, just the stages of it, I then started to realize that, we were clicking and, we were having a really good time in there. And, it was really starting to happen. When you really start to feel like, okay, this movie's kind of coming alive even before we're on set, that's what really matters. So when that started to happen, I realized, okay, we may actually have something here. And it, just so happened that this was the cast that came about.
And for you, Coco, for what's it like auditioning for a movie?
Well, it's funny because I didn't really think of it as much as I should have. I just went in there and knew I was just going to do my best. And if it was supposed to happen, then it would happen. But I remember going in there and reading with these guys, and I was really shocked. And I was like, hold up, is the cast supposed to be perfect like that? And I remember running out and telling my mom, I was like, Mom, it looked like they put us together because they knew we were going to be perfect together. It was so weird. It was like we had known each other and it just fit. It just worked.
Well, I'm telling you, the energy that I'm getting from stage is exactly what is recreated on the screen. So they did a really, really, really good job casting you guys. And as you can see, you guys are a younger crowd. So I want to talk a little bit about how school and education, how do you guys balance this crazy mix of being Disney stars and as well as maintaining your regular life? What's that like, Coco?
Well, I mean, I think becoming a I guess, Disney star doesn't really make your life regular anymore. It does change a lot. And I mean, for the better. It gives you a lot more responsibility. You have to think about what you're doing a lot more because people are watching you and you want to be a good example for everyone. Mm-hmm. And balancing school can get challenging at times, but that's why you have really good backgrounds, really good parents that can tell you, just calm down, everything's going to be all right. You can handle this. And it does get hard sometimes, but nothing ever comes easy.
No. What about for you, Tyler? How do you maintain?
Well, being that I'm 19, I've graduated from school
finished
already.
With school.
Yeah, I'm pretty much done for now.
But looking back, while
it was, it's really hard. Any kid that you see that graduates from high school in the entertainment industry needs to be commended because I don't think people understand how difficult it is to really do. You're dealing with child labor laws and working 9.5 hours a day and getting in about 3 hours of school and trying to finish all of high school through that. It's really difficult, and a lot of kids just don't finish it, and they just walk out and leave it as it stands. So it's really commendable, and then to watch them just still keep it going. We were just talking about that today, with Trevor, where it's like we ended up shooting the movie and so much was happening that it's taking them a while to finish this year, but you still have to stay at it.
And what was the trick, Trevor? What kept you grounded throughout this whole process?
I think it's a good mom. I think I have the best mom. She really makes sure I'm always on my stuff. And that's, kind of whenever I have free time, whenever I'm on the plane, whenever I'm, not doing work, I just have to get at it. So just trying to get it done so, then I can just keep the work going.
Well, congratulations. And speaking of airplanes and this business called show business.
I'm not a big fan of the airplanes. I don't like being in the air.
What about the touring aspect of it? I mean,
I love that.
Okay, so you love the cities that
you
visit.
I love the food. See,
Yeah,
the
I knew he
food
was
everywhere
gonna
is
say
just...
What's been the best food that you've had, Trevor, so far in the favorite city? Favorite meal thus far?
I think when we were in Dallas, Texas, the hotel.
You're going to say mashed potatoes.
The mashed potatoes were the best mashed potatoes I've ever had in my life.
All right,
so.
Coco, tell the mashed potato story. Tell the mashed potato story.
I don't know it. He just comes back one day and talks about mashed potatoes.
Trevor has a new favorite food wherever we go.
Food just gets better every day
no
of
matter
life.
where he's had it. Like he had a pizza from the lobby of some hotel and was raving going,
It was
this
the
is
best
the
pizza
best
I've ever
thing
had in my
I've ever had in life.
It was so good. I am not lying.
It was horrible. Trust me, I had it. It was not good at all.
It was so good.
He has the weirdest taste buds on the face of the planet.
What about for you, Coco? The food, or is it the travel? What do you like about the touring?
Of course I like the food. We had deep dish pizza in Chicago, but one thing that I really liked was getting to see the different reactions of all the kids. Of course, everyone loved it, but there were just some parts that some people would laugh differently or some people wouldn't laugh, and it's kind of cool to see what people get and what people don't, what jokes they understand and stuff like that. So I think it was fun to watch that.
You guys have an upcoming tour? What are the plans?
No. Well, I mean, I don't know about a singing tour, but I hope so.
That would be nice.
But we had the press tour, and that's
Yeah.
where we had the little screenings for boys and girls clubs, and kids got to come, and we got to see the reactions, do some questions and answers like we're doing right now.
Oh, that is fantastic. See, that's what it's all about, reaching out to your fans.
Yep.
And we are in the Apple store, right?
Yes.
Yes, so we
Is that
love
where we are?
everything.
Yes.
I didn't know where we were.
All right.
I thought we were in Staples.
So, Coco, what's the last song you listened to on your iPod?
I've started to listen to some of Beyonce's and Destiny's Child's songs now, so I'm getting re-addicted to those. And of course, the Let It Shine songs on iTunes. They're on the front cover, which is so cool.
What about for you, Tyler? What are you into right now musically?
I think the last thing I listened to on the way over here was Daddy's Lambo, Yellow Wolf.
Okay.
That was like the last thing. I just got really high. I was super tired on the plane and was asleep, so I just need something to pick up energy and all that. It kind of worked, not really. I listened to it too early. I'm still a little tired, just a little bit.
Trevor, what's in your ears these days?
Me, I have a wide range. I mean, I like country music, so I think I just was recently listening to Flyover States by Jason Aldean and, I don't know, Donny Hathaway, Ray Charles. I mean, I love all the old school guys, so it's
And
pretty
let's talk about the music in the film. I mean, what kind of rehearsals went into that? I mean, for the singing part. I mean, you guys are singing, dancing, acting all at the same time.
Well, Coco doesn't really need any practice with the singing. She's pretty professional, so, I mean, as we all know.
Thank you. But we did have, I don't know how many weeks you had to record your songs, but it took, I think, just 1 week to record all of our songs for my half of the songs.
Incredible. I mean, you did an entire soundtrack.
Well, I mean, it wasn't the entire. It was just.
But you, I mean, you're
Yeah,
kind
but
of, you are
altogether.
Roxy.
If you did one, I did 2 weeks, so I think we recorded the whole album in about 3
Yeah.
weeks.
Yeah.
3 weeks
In
to
about
record
3
an entire
weeks.
album.
Yeah.
And
That
of course,
takes-
the dance rehearsals.
Yeah.
Yes, those weren't bad though.
No, the dance rehearsals weren't too bad. It was just getting the album done. That was, getting the album done, getting the mixes done so that we could start to rehearse them. That was the thing, really just recording and just literally pumping them out. Trying to get, 8 or 9 songs done in 2 weeks is
Yes.
incredible. Like, it's really hard to do. And I know I lost my voice a few times, just trying to get it done.
What about for you, Trevor?
Me? You talking about dance rehearsal?
Yeah, the dancing. Yeah.
Dancing, it was actually, for me, it was pretty easy, mainly because the dancing instructors they had were such professionals and really knew how to communicate what they wanted from me. And actually, one of the choreographers was Chris Brown's choreographer, so he was really, really good. And
You're
it was
in
just,
good hands.
it was an honor to work with, such talented people, So it's pretty easy.
Coco, do you have a musical background? Are you?
Well, I mean, my mom sings, and my mom's family does, but my dad's family does not. They're the sports. There's the sports side of the family, but I mean, not really, not as much as Tyler's family. They play all kinds of instruments, but I do. Whenever we go to family reunions on my mom's side, it's funny because we'll start singing a song and it'll be like 5-part harmony at our table. Wow. So I mean, we have pretty good singing, but not as much instruments like Tyler.
All right, Tyler. So what about your musical? Let's see. How trained are you?
It was kind of mandatory in our household that we could all rotate each other's instruments. So my brothers and I can all play drums, bass, guitar, and keys. So
Wow.
that was pretty much the background
Wow.
of sorts. And we'd been writing for a very long time, but it was just something that the family did and we liked to do. We did kind of behind the scenes, and nobody really knew about it. So this was kind of just the first time to, I guess, open it up a bit, and combine the acting piece to it, and just kind of play with it.
Just refresh my memory. How long have you been acting now? Now that you're 19.
15 years.
15 years. Incredible.
I'm only 14.
That puts it in perspective, doesn't it?
Just a little bit. I've been doing this since before you were born.
Yes.
I feel old.
Wow. So looking back, I mean, Trevor, Tyler, you can tell, what's your advice, for the young people in the audience, who want to pursue acting, singing, be in a Disney original movie like Let It Shine and have 5.7 million people watch it over the weekend?
I would say fall in love with it. Fall in love with it every single day, because that's what's really going to carry you through. Having a career that spanned over 15 years, you have your ups and you have your downs. Definitely. The only thing that kind of carries you through is the love for the work. All of this is great, meeting the people and, standing, taking pictures and all that is fine. But this is really about 5% of the job. The rest of it people don't see. They see the finished product and don't realize that it took us 3 hours to get one scene down. So that's what it's really all about. You have to fall in love with the work and just love doing it every single day.
And Trevor, let's talk about your costumes and your outfits in the movie. I mean, they had you styled.
Yeah, they went all out, didn't they? As you see, I'm more of just a more casual kind of just,
Right.
I can chill in some cargos and a shirt and some slippers. Like, I'm not really, but yeah, they went all out on it. I mean, I hope it looked good.
It looked
hope you guys enjoyed it, the
fantastic.
clothes, but yeah.
And Coco, I mean, your outfits were phenomenal. That blue and pink skirt thing when you...
Blue and pink.
I mean, it was like
You mean
huge.
What I said?
Oh. A lot of the stuff that I wore, though, was
Yeah.
Betsy Johnson, which was really surprising. Yeah. A lot of the stuff that I did. And then some stuff was just designers. I had no clue who they were, but
Well,
I love their stuff.
Good. You look beautiful. You looked absolutely stunning in
Thank
it.
you.
And so what's next? What's next for Coco Jones?
Well, I just signed with Hollywood Records.
Okay.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
So, yes, thank you.
And-
So hopefully I'll have an album out or some new singles out. Just definitely working on my music a lot, and then hoping to do some more challenges.
Are you actually writing your own music?
Yes, I'm writing a lot now.
Girl, you do not. Girl,
You don't stop.
Don't stop. So you're signed Hollywood Records, writing your own, then world tour, right?
World tour. Oh yeah, maybe we could do. I definitely want to do something like that, like a big old Beyonce tour that just is awesome. A show that you've got to see. But
Would you guys go out and
one day.
support Coco Jones like that?
I would. Oh yeah.
You'll say, I remember that time she was in the Apple store in San Francisco. Now she's around the world. Tyler, what's on? What do you have cooking, huh?
I'm coming back to TV. I'm doing coming back to television comedy.
Great.
We start that in about 2 weeks. A series for NBC called Go On, and I'm looking forward to just kind of getting back into the comedy world again.
Are you just principal acting, or are you doing things behind the scenes?
No, it's principal acting. We are cast about 12. We were the first pick up of the season, so we're really excited about that. The NBC has really gotten behind us in that way, and you can expect it Tuesdays this fall.
All right, and Trevor, what's in your back pocket, sir?
Me, I'm just really working on music right now, trying to get in the studio as much as possible, and get some singles out, and eventually have an album by next year.
So it's just doesn't stop. It just
ma'am.
doesn't
Never
stop
stops.
at all.
Never stops.
I see. Oh, let me get a show of hands. Who saw the movie over the weekend? Oh, wow.
All right.
You guys watched it together? A slumber party style? See? Oh, roommates.
So it's
see?
always a slumber party.
Always a slumber party.
That sounds fun.
And what was your favorite part? Oh.
yeah.
See, it's a love story for all ages. I think let's talk about the message, because this Disney original movie, it has such a powerful message on so many different levels about following your dreams. Things that we're talking about right here on the stage are very much part of what Let It Shine is all about. So what did you take away from the experience? And what do you think, what's the message that you want to get out to her sitting right there in the front row?
Well, there's a couple messages in the movie. Roxy has a specific message for the girls. She starts off at the beginning of the movie very insecure and sort of a people pleaser. She does whatever her manager asks her to do, and she really has no say in her own career. But she has to find herself and go through all these tests and trials to realize who she really is, and she just has to stand behind it. And girls need to know that, too. I know a lot of times you see the girls that want to follow the crowd and just be told that you're okay being somebody you're not, but that's not who you are. You can only be you. That's the best person you can be.
That's a great answer. Yeah, so we need more positive messages like that, especially for young women. Come on, Tyler, what'd you learn from Let It Shine, huh?
I think the biggest thing that, when dealing with the character and what he was going through, and the biggest lesson that he needs to learn was that you have to do what you love regardless of who accepts you for it. That was pretty much it. There was a huge conflict with, the father not accepting type of music. And eventually he just had to realize that regardless of whether or not you're ever going to accept me, I have to do what I love. And that's what, you find happens a lot in this industry. People don't get accepted. Parents don't think that it's a real job, and it's not consistent, and it's not, anything that you can kind of live upon. But at the end of the day, if you truly love it and you think it's what you're supposed to do, you have to follow it.
And Trevor, what's the message?
I agree with really just being true to who you are, and it's like us being individuals. We need to have our own identities, which is why we look different, we act different. We really need to accept who we are, and who's gonna love you if you don't love yourself. So I think that's the key thing, and just really just be comfortable in your own skin and go for whatever you love to do.
And how old are you?
I'm 15.
15. Wise words from a 15-year-old young man, I tell you. And I'm just going to say the response I've seen, the tweets about it, people have opened up and said, thank you for Disney for making a movie like this where you can stand up on your own and believe in your dreams. And in this day and age where it's a little harder to get your voice heard, but seeing you guys on TV over the weekend and seeing the response from the audience, I think you guys are doing more than an excellent job with this.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.